Okie dokie. Let's get down to it. I just got through seeing Godzilla minus one, minus zero, minus something. I don't know. This is my Breads with Friends mushroom review. Um, for the new Godzilla movie. First of all, Hollywood just got themselves handed their ass handed on their plate, for all as I am concerned. This was okay. This is okay. I want to do this in two parts here. This is the first part's a non-spoiler part. Okay, this is non-spoiler part, and then we'll get. I want to do a little part of this that is a spoiler part. So I'll announce that very very shortly. But first of all, for the non-spoiler review, this is a fantastic fucking movie. On mushrooms, it was great. It was a great mushroom movie. I mean, it's melodramatic. It's as a kid watching Godzilla and knowing the true potential of things sometimes. Um, this has a lot of homages to the original Godzilla that I won't say, but it was fantastic. Being on mushrooms really gave it the gravity to it's the composition, the directing, the everybody involved in this thing. I mean, the big thing about it is everyone's saying it's $15 million was spent on making this, which I cannot fathom how that is possible. So they must have had a lot of favors if that's truth. But wow, what a great movie! Look at movies are back and from an old source too. Uh, I can't tell you enough. If you haven't seen it, go see it. All right, you'll get over the subtitles. If I'm on the mushrooms tripping and can get through subtitles, you can get through it too. You get and it's good to exercise your brains too. Um, and also put you there in your inner monologue and the sequences, the validity of the characters, the story is very 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 good. Special effects are great. Godzilla is very very scary, and when he's around, bad things happen. I like that. Okay, so I'm gonna see the movie. Okay, so now I'm gonna go to spoiler review. So everybody, this is the chit chat for. We'll get those guys out of the way. The guys who haven't seen it yet. Okay, for the people that have seen it, how fucking great was that? Was that really fun? As a as a as a movie lover and you know like to make my own stuff. Um, it was fantastic. Like the from the moment it started, like I mean, come on, there's it's got a lot of all the stuff for the water sequences and the train sequence when they that's like the original the train sequence thing and he's got it hanging out of his mouth. That was like on the first issue of Fangoria magazine. So seeing that and that was come to full life and its glory and was amazing. And then how it rotated and dangled, she's dangling off the other end of it because we're all looking for her, right? Yeah, and so that's a good director that did that because we knew we were looking for her, and then he went around and did this great shot and revealed her. And so the validity of the acting, the kamikaze guy was fantastic. You really felt for him. He is a very conflicted character, and I mean, all the acting, the shots, the beautiful, the whole sequence of events, man, is like Hollywood. Is there's gonna be some executives getting fired? A lot of people should be getting fired. Um, but so about more about the movie, the look of him, I like the look of him. A lot of people said they didn't like this look of him with his eyes. His eyes are fucking crazy. So when he's around, he's got crazy eyes. He's like, whoa, shit's. He didn't look. He's in the sequence with the mines, and he puts it in his mouth, and just the look of that, just and the sequence, very Jaws. Everyone's very Jaws. But if you're gonna take for the best, take for the best. But and expand on it. And which when you're in this movie, it's so damn good that you just don't care. That's when you know you're in a good movie. Is you just give it to me, take my money. I'm already here. Especially on mushrooms. The effects on mushrooms were great. The shot, the look of the film, and it made the validity of when he came into when he does appear like a bull in a china shop. I love that sequence where he's just like his feet are fat and shit, just squashing everything. He's like, even when he moves around to do something, he's not looking like he's actually intentionally uh, destroying it on purpose. And because he's just so huge and fucked up, he's just like that with the of course the his the yell the beam of light, the heat was fucking phenomenal. They've raised the bar. Everybody at Marvel should be shitting their pants because they fucked it up. They Japan or the forget filmmakers. I'm not really remembering all the different names right now because I butcher them trying to say them. But the effects when he shows up in the water and he's got this eye open like I just go and when he moves on land he moves like an impenetrable like he's like doing this thing and his arms are like almost Nosferatu in a way, just like this lingering thing that just is gonna move, nothing's gonna stop it. It's just like kudos to all his design. The eyes were I was a sucker for the eyes and they got me. And when they how about towards the end there, the pacing of it's fucking amazing. So and when the girl dies, when the love interest gets blown away, it gives it this guy's experienced so much loss and it was like that was epic. You felt that, every you just by the end of this movie you want fucking Godzilla dead. This guy is the cause of so much bullshit going around that you gotta kill him. And I mean for all the criticisms that I've heard and a bunch of other reviews and stuff with them, this movie has a because they did it right. This guy's got a future. I'm sure there'll be a sequel. But how about the whole like plane shot and that beautiful plane too? Come on, that's all Spielberg homage. Come on, you can't get more. Come on, this guy's a Spielberg school of cinema, like, but new. The look of it. I mean, anyways, we all know how this movie looks fucking beautiful. The acting's great. The pacing's great. The dialogue's great. The story, the character development is great. The arc is fantastic. The shots of him going in. I mean, now we're pulling from King Kong and the original King Kong with a biplane, but and the the kill shot was great. It was like fucking great. Look like it was Godzilla dies. Okay, this is you're still in spoiler territory, but I really about like 10 or 15 or 20 minutes of like after the girl like he get like when she got taken away and she goes back at the end, that was it gave it such a substantial feel like this is real loss. There's things are happening. Anyways, go see the movie. The kill shot where his head gets off and is great. And then him coming back, the way they even shot the whole coming back and the note. There's a lot of things here that were not the little liner notes of the movie where they'd cut right before something was shown or the thing off in the distance. Very, very, very skillful, very, very well done. The note and the girl that plays the aunt, the auntie, so I can choose up the scenery. Anyways, all these actors, come on, get your shit together. Come on. So and then the bubbling at the end with the it's gonna happen again. He's regenerating himself. But whole falling apart thing, that looks great. So yeah, hopefully you like it. Hopefully you've seen it. I'm sure if you've seen it, then you're probably thinking the same thing I'm thinking is that's fucking good. I talked to some people when I was walking out of the theater, what they think. They're all fucking great, dude. That's great, great. But as far as mushrooms, because this was a mushroom review, and I'm still feeling mushrooms. I've only been on the movie theater since 5 minutes before I began this. The mushrooms were great. The mushroom would I give this a good mushroom movie to see in the theater? This is all mindful. This is going to be in the theater. I would say, in light doses. If you're, mushrooms are a very important sacred thing to me. I don't use them loosey goosey. I use them for special occasions or to be out in nature. So if you're a well-versed psychonaut, somebody who's done mushrooms for a long time and knows how to use them, knows how to use them, I would say yes. take this. But if you're like a first timer, if you're just getting into mushrooms right now and you don't know too much about it, explore with, be by yourself, and like surround yourself with creative activities and a safe space. Um, because I think there's power in knowing mushrooms like that. It's not just about going and seeing a movie and going but like for the visual representation for this is a good mushroom movie. Because and I would say that when things kick in, you really feel them, and the sound design in this movie is fucking amazing. The music is great, and the look of everything. I think we're so needed in like something new, something fresh, and it came from fucking something that's been being made for 70 years. They really nailed it. As a Godzilla fan, or as a kid growing up, I mean, and he's a terrible, terrible creature. He's a bad, bad, bad thing. When he's around, bad things happen. I love that the effects are great on on mushrooms. Everything is great. I mean, you do notice certain things on mushrooms seeing this movie, like the melodrama stuff play out, but it's so well done. It's so good. You don't have to just be all visual, 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 visual. It's not like a computer game. You don't even want that. I mean, it's just, anyways, as far as saying mushrooms, I would say, yeah, take some mushrooms, do a little light dose. If you know how to be around people on it, then you should be fine. But I'm thinking that it's people that know how to use mushrooms, that I wouldn't say if you're doing mushrooms for the first time, go see this movie. I'd say see it sober or stoned, or with a few drinks and stoned. But seeing movies on mushrooms is not what you should know your mushrooms. I guess you should know what you're doing and how to be around people and not freak out. So it's as a seasoned mushroom man myself, I would say yes, see this movie on mushrooms, light dosage. You know what you're doing out there, and enjoy the sound design. The sound design is great. Godzilla's death is fucking great. The shots, everything. It wasn't like a Hollywood bullshit where they show like it's not even compared to Hollywood bullshit. Anyways, congratulations to the crew of Godzilla. Minus, God, I should fucking just say it. Anyways, I can't use technology because I'm on mushrooms right now. Let's see. Godzilla. God, see, this is why you don't. Also, technology on mushrooms is not good. Godzilla. I'm gonna have to put my glasses on because everything. Hold on. I'm gonna have to do an edit. Godzilla -1. That's stupid. Anyways, Godzilla -1. Congratulations to all the people involved in that. You have just made Hollywood look really stupid. And it was good to see Godzilla being not some sort of Hollywood. It makes that new Kong versus Godzilla trailer look like shit. And it was going to have to backpedal. This is the reinvention of how we see things. I mean, $15 million. Anyways, well, I can go on forever. If you've seen it, well, you probably turned this off a while back, but I loved it. It was fucking great. Go see it again. I might go see it again.